There are two versions of me and you. The first one lives almost entirely inside our heads. He imagines conversations before they happen. He worries about what people might think. He replays awkward moments for days. He wants everything to be perfect before anyone sees it. And if I'm honest, that version of me still exists. The second version of me does something strange. He feels all of that fear and does it anyway. For as long as I can remember, I have been an introvert. Not the kind of introvert who simply enjoys being alone, but the kind of who constantly wondered, what are people thinking about me? What if I embarrass myself? What if I say something stupid? What if they judge me? Maybe you know that feeling. Maybe you have had an opportunity sitting right in front of you, and then instead of saying yes, you started negotiating with your fear. Maybe next time. I'm not ready yet. I will do it when I'm more confident. I used to think confidence came first, that one day I would wake up and suddenly feel ready. But life taught me something different. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes after it. I remember every opportunity that scared me. Giving a presentation, singing on a stage, speaking on television, starting a YouTube channel, making videos in English and knowing my pronunciation is not perfect. Every single one of those moments came with the exact same feeling. An anxiety, a racing heart, a voice saying, don't do that. And every time I had two choices, to protect my comfort or expand it. The strange thing is I always expected an anxiety to disappear one day. I also thought that successful people must stop feeling afraid. But now I don't think that's true. The fear doesn't always disappear. You simply become better at dealing with it. It's a little like going to the gym. The weights do not become lighter, you become stronger. And I think our minds work in a similar way. And there's a concept in neuroscience called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is the brain's incredible ability to change itself, to build new pathways, to adapt, to learn. But here's what's fascinating. The brain doesn't change the most when everything is easy. It changes when it's challenged, when there is just enough difficulty, just enough friction to force it to adapt. Think about learning a language. The first conversation feels uncomfortable. Learning to drive feels uncomfortable. Speaking in public feels uncomfortable. Meeting new people feels uncomfortable. Creating your first video feels uncomfortable. And that's exactly why your brain grows through those experiences. Not because comfort is bad, but because adaptation requires a challenge. Every time you do something your brain thinks it's difficult, you are teaching it a lesson. You are telling it, we've survived this, and the next time it's gonna be a little bit easier. Not easy, just easier. And that tiny difference changes everything. Looking back, I'm grateful. I didn't wait to feel fearless, because if I had, I probably wouldn't have done any of the things I'm proud of today. I wouldn't have stood in front of audiences. I wouldn't have spoken publicly. I wouldn't have started creating videos. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. None of these things happened because I was naturally confident. That happened because I decided that what I wanted was important than how uncomfortable I felt. And I think that's something we often misunderstand. Courage doesn't mean feeling fearless. It's choosing your values over your comfort. And that's why maybe growth feels so uncomfortable. Because every new version of yourself is asking the old one to let go, to stop hiding, to stop waiting, to stop believing that safety and happiness are the same thing. They are not. Safety keeps you where you are, but growth asks you to become someone new, someone your brain has never been before. So if there's something special you have been postponing for a long time, like starting a YouTube channel, applying for a job, having a difficult conversation, learning a new skill, don't wait for the fear to disappear. It may not. And instead, ask yourself a different question. If I keep choosing comfort, where will I be 1 year from now? Then ask another. What kind of person could I become if I kept taking one uncomfortable step every day? Because maybe the life you are hoping for is not waiting for you to become fearless. Maybe it's just waiting for you to take one step while you are still afraid. And who knows, maybe the most uncomfortable moments in your life were the ones that quietly built the person you became.